Well, this beautiful March morning, things are looking nice and organized around the farm for once. I think we've done well. So the first thing on the agenda today is to start cleaning up the yard around here. I don't want all of these bushes, so we're going to get those taken care of, and then we're going to work on cutting the fields that are ready to be harvested. So it's going to be a big silage day, or prepping for silage. Start coming over here. Why is that not working? Real mower is on. Interesting. Can we even chop these down? Okay. Something with this mower, I guess. Because the other one was working. Let's see if we can get something that works. We can use this for the big mowing session. And look what's back. Never should have sold it, I guess. So we can use it for cleaning up the yard, hopefully. We'll see what happens. And maybe it's the bush type that's the problem, and we have to do something else to get rid of it. But let's go ahead and use our pull through that we created. And we can go back to the other side and try it. But we're going to turn real mower on. Real mower on, right? Or maybe I'm doing that wrong. Maybe I'm a doofus. All right, let's turn the mower on. And as we drive up to this, will it go away? Yes. Okay, so there's something with that mower that's just not working. So we'll take care of all of these bushes. This is the best way I know how to do it with the current old school mods that we have. So we'll give it a shot, and then we will switch implements and work on the big field. But let's get this one done first. Boys, this is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. So we're going to call up a friend of ours and get them rolling on cutting the fields, because I do want to get that progressing. We're going to go check and make sure everything's good before we hand it over to our special guest of the episode. Get in the Comfort King here, and we'll get connected. And I think we've done this before, so we should be okay with this tractor on this mower. Yep, looking good. Go through our opening here, the little drive-through. We're going to keep that clear, and let's start farther away. We want to double check this large field here. Yeah, it's very much ready. We're going to go ahead and set up a course here. And I don't know if we'll be able to do a course on the other one, so will be interesting because how close it is to that field. So we'll probably have to do it ourselves. But special guest of the day, his name is Brandon. So we're riding along with Brandon right now, and he's a special guest. He is the son of one of our subscribers, Andrew. This is a special request from Andrew that we're gonna do it. Brandon, enjoy cutting our grass. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a loyal watcher of the channel. I appreciate you. All right, so back to the job at hand. We're gonna keep on cutting these bushes down while Brandon takes care of the grass. And you can see there's a whole lot. Brody, we kind of talked about this, and he kind of joked about going overboard a little bit with the bushes, and it worked for what we started with. It was a wilderness. It was an abandoned farm that we've taken over. And it's done its purpose, right? It's served its purpose. It's time to clean it up. We're a little more civilized or established at this point, and we'll replant some bushes and make some good landscaping decisions for this area once we've established all of the complexes and buildings that we want to establish here. But for the time being, I want it to be a little bit cleaner around here. Just that's the purpose of doing this, making it look nice. It's old school, doesn't mean it has to be messy, right? Oh, what's up with courseplay on this? We're missing all kinds of stuff. Brandon, you're doing a great job. Don't worry about those spots, we'll get them. All right, we're gonna keep going here. I was almost done with what I wanted to do here, and then I noticed it looked like Brandon was stuck out there, but we got it situated. And it looks like the course is just a little bit off for that implement, so I'll have to look into that and figure out what kind of offset I need to adjust on that for doing that in the future, because that's a lot of yield that we would lose, and I guess I can just go back and cut it myself. We probably will rake it up. I am looking into some old school options to improve the time to pick up the grass, because, to be honest with you, after doing a lot of silage in this series, and silage pits are honestly one of my least favorite things to do, especially solo. I find them fun in groups because you can not multitask, but kind of divide and conquer, and it just goes faster, and it's just a lot of stuff's more fun when you have other people helping. But looking into some options to see if we can get some bigger trailers, maybe a bigger forage wagon or something, just a better capacity would help the situation. 11 yards a trip is just a lot. It was like 25 trips last time we sold, and it's just those are the most time-consuming episodes, just being completely honest, and looking for a better solution for that. I want to kind of take a look back now and see how we're feeling about all this area that we've trimmed back at this point. Is it good enough for now? And the yard kind of looks like the Grinch's face on the Jim Carrey version of the Grinch when he was a kid and he tries to shave. But yeah, let's jump up here, maybe get a little view. We need to push all those back. We'll do that in a different session. This side's looking great. Now we have a nice open view of the field, and it gives us an idea of what to do for somewhat of a road network is what I'm thinking next. The beehive might need to get moved. We might just redirect that path. So I do want to get a road going that way, as well as one coming right off the farm and sneaking over to these fields, as well as probably something just directly behind this barn that goes straight back behind that as well. Just another little road here. And that's why I'm cleaning this up. And oh, missed these. Yeah, we'll get some of these later. Let's see. We probably want to start raking this area up to make it easier to pick up. Let's do that next. I don't know if you'll live there long term, but we'll put you there for now. And yeah, we can sneak in and get the rake here next. Ooh, we're gonna have to move the planter or the seeder. That all hooked up. We're just gonna pull straight through and hit the post. You can fight through it. You can fight through it. We're gonna go right here for now. That should give us plenty of clearance. Back on up, hook up to the rake. Let's see how well this wants to back up today. I think I might want to sneak that into that corner, but this should be good. Let's zoom in so we can see what we're doing. Turn the wheel a little bit more, straighten it out. A little overcorrect there. And yeah, I guess that'll do for now. Let's get back to work. And you know, to be honest, I'm not completely sure this is even going to be helpful, but we're going to rake it. Might be able to pull some rows closer to make it quicker to pick up. And that's another thing. We haven't really been utilizing this to push multiple rows together. It's not going to eliminate the trips though. It's just going to fill up the auger wagon quicker, and that's been the big problem, is just the capacity on that thing. Just it's nice for a beginner, but we've grown a little bit past that, and if we want to be as efficient as possible, we're going to need something more efficient. Can we fit here? No, we can't fit there. So we're jumping forward in time a little bit here, but I forgot to hit the record button. We're testing out this new setup. You can see we've spent a good amount of our money, but I think this might be the good approach here. We're gonna have to get a different head on this mowing setup, this forage harvester, to allow us to pick up the grass that Brandon cut for us. But we're gonna try our truck here. It's on Follow Me. Been learning some modding today. I had to add some features to this forage harvester to allow it to do the follow me functionality, or to be followed, I should say. So it's been kind of interesting. 10 miles an hour, this seems a little too fast for the truck to keep up on follow me, but there's some issues with the collision, so that's why it's not getting super close and backing up. I've been messing around with it a lot. That's the risk you take with downloading mods that haven't been approved by Giants and haven't been fully tested by that community. So, you know, making some adjustments ourselves to try to make it work, and it's somewhat there. The other thing I could do is run the forage harvester as a worker and drive the truck behind it. But with the way the truck fills up, I'd have to switch back and forth to the harvester, stop it when the truck fills up and all of that. But overall, this is definitely going to be a better setup. I'm still going to tweak these settings and try to learn a little bit more about the collision points and why the truck can't get any closer than that, and why it keeps stopping and going. And it might be the acceleration of the truck as well. As you can see, it is a little confused there, but it looks like it might be full. Let's give it a check here. Yeah, we are full, so we'll cancel the worker. And I'll show you how we've been dropping this off in the silo pit. Now, getting the silage out of here is something we'll have to figure out later. So we'll just back in here, and, you know, we can go ahead and use our tricks here to, you know, lift the truck bed back like that, and then start unloading it. And there it goes. And we can get a nice, even layout here. The one thing, oh, was this even more capacity? Is this even worth it? But we could also try and see, just in case this works. Let's try this. Oh, that's not gonna work. I'm being silly. All right, let's get back out there. What was the capacity there? We'll have to I'm curious. 7,000 liters is... Oh, that's bushels. That's not going to help us. It's less yards. It's less. Go ahead and empty that. What are we going to do here? We got to figure something out. Oh, man. We got to figure something out. Been banging my head against these ideas all day and not recording because of it. Old school limitations. So we could... Let's look in the store. Do we have enough money? Would probably make us pretty much broke here, but we can get 20 yards. We're going to lease this and go pick it up. And we're going to see about filling up the truck and the gravity wagon at the same time. Oh, we have our store location here. That's nice. And so we're back in debt, but next episode when we sell all this silage, we'll be fine. Now, the question I have is, will the forage harvester be able to reach both? And this gives us close, I think it's going to be close to 30. Oh, I didn't see how many liters, I just saw. Anyways, you can hear my voice. Got a little flustered today. Brandon did a great job. Great job cutting the lawn. Let's go ahead and re-enable follow me here. Let that tick in and switch on over. And we'll continue. And we'll see if it does shoot it to the back. If not, we're gonna live with it because I kind of wanted the gravity wagon anyways. Let's go. We'll fill up the truck and see if this will work. If not, we're gonna have to try. I think I know what I want to do. Let's try this way. Open up the menu. I want to offset. I want to go about 5, and then I want this to be 0. And once we get out of the way, they should be able to do that if we did the offset far enough over. And catch up now. All right. So that's where they want to stay. I think we want to make them go a little farther forward. Yeah, that's where I want you, buddy. Why aren't you going there? Okay. Let's give it a shot. Still shooting towards that one. And switched. Nice. Okay, so let's just cruise a little slower. And then the question will be, how good are we at backing gravity wagon up into the silage pit? Okay. Let's get this full. So yeah, the big problem is knowing when it's full. That's the biggest issue running into. So that is slowing us down a little bit, but I might try the worker approach here in a second and hand the forage harvester over to a worker, and then I'll just hop in and shut it off when need be. But let's see if this gravity wagon's gonna play nice. I'm giving myself a nice long runway here to try to get it straight so that we can back it up good. It's already seeing it's sensitive. Yep, so we're starting to lose it there. So I'm thinking we need to come in tighter so that we can back it up a little bit better. So if we come in tight like this, and then we don't have to worry about going as far, straighten it out as much as we can, try to keep it straight. And it just turned on its own. I didn't even turn the wheels. I didn't even turn the wheels, and it did that. It's just the way these trailers work in this game. They just have a mind of their own. So the key is going to be just getting it in here, squashing it down, and then later, not a today problem. We'll figure out how to. Just have to unload on 2 different things. It's interesting. Let's switch to here. We'll go ahead and unload this one. You can't perform that here, huh? You're full of it. Oh, because we have something attached, maybe? Like that? Why does this game do this to me? Why does this game... You just watched me do that. And it's not even unloading, is it? Like, why would you... Like, I am literally a little pissed off right now. So you can't dump if you have things connected. But this is emptying, and the gravity wagon doesn't want to empty in here. Oh, I thought I was being clever, guys. All right, we'll deal with you later. And I guess we'll just put you right here. Ah, my goodness. I'm actually pretty frustrated. There's some things about this game that just let me unload. Who cares if it's not the right place? I said to unload, unload. Give me a break. All right. Oh, my goodness. And you can't even hire a worker with this. Okay, so we bought this, so we're going to, oh man, selling you, and I'm selling you because you just weren't worth it. I lost a lot of money, but it didn't do the job correctly. And I was hoping to find a way to do it a little more efficiently, but not so much, not so much. So we're gonna jump in the harvester here, or the, now I'm calling everything a harvester. We're gonna jump in the Comfort King. And cut the missed spots that Courseplay missed, and then we'll come back to the other side and finish cutting the grass over there. And then we're going to pick it up 11 yards at a time. I think the moral of the story is don't use my mod list, because a lot of these mods that I got they're not done. They're not finished. Like even this mower, we're having to set its condition back, and I think it's still making for a fun series. We're just gonna have to get through this frustrated episode because I'm cranky as, yeah. Now, we know Courseplay worked with this tractor and implement setup. Let's see if a regular worker will work to cut the lawn. And I don't know why that forage harvester just didn't want to. It is settings in the XML file of the mod itself that are the problems. But Brandon, lucky you. It's your lucky day. You get to help with another job. So let's go ahead now. I want to take, we'll take the John Deere, connect it to the seeder. And gosh, do we have enough goods in here? Fertilizer is going to be close. I do know we have a bag of seed over here. Let's go ahead and top off on that and get another bag of fertilizer delivered. And then we're going to get a crop put in the ground, and it looks like we have weeds over there. I swear I sprayed those. Oh my goodness, we're so behind. Okay, now we're going to, let's order a bag of fertilizer. And we'll do this brand this time, the Helm brand. And it should be right around here because I do have the store delivery on. It charges us an extra $47 for that. And top off on fertilizer. I was gonna do corn, but I rage quit that forage harvester. So what should we put in here? Let's do, so we got sorghum, we got everything right now. Do we have barley and wheat growing? We just did this inventory. So wheat's growth stage, and then this one is barley and should have sorghum over there. So let's do some more barley because that was a small barley field. So we're gonna go over here and set up a course and have another worker going. And first waypoints, have at it. And are you gonna hit the tree? Yep, that tree's gone. All right, now let's get in. Let's hope that the Oliver has enough power to pull the auger wagon, and we'll deal with the grass in the gravity wagon in a little bit. We might put it all on the ground and pick it up with the auger wagon. We'll figure it out. Are we stuck on something, or do we not have enough power? Oh, we're stuck on something. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll let Brandon finish the other field. We'll go pick up the one that he already cut, and then we will get back to business on that field. And we'll keep an eye on the other worker going. Oh, you're blocked again. I'm heading over there. We got speed override going. I am cranky. Oh man, let's hop over here. All the trees, you're going away. You gotta get things in the ground. All right, and you weren't patient enough for me to solve your problems. So let's go ahead. Apparently you're gonna be in the way too. I planted this myself last time, so I was able to avoid all of these. There we go, and that should be good now. Let's go set this to a sane speed, which is sane's 15, so we're gonna go with the recommended speed if the Oliver can do it and make a ton of trips. Wish us luck. No, I was avoiding doing a baling operation for this playthrough, but we might be switching to that after this pit. See, and this will respect the way you back up, and you're able to do it without jackknifing instantly, which is nice. Will we have enough power to push this all the way to the back? As I stopped paying attention, started jackknifing a little bit there, but see, we're able to correct it. Okay, right there should be good. And we'll pull forward a hair. There we go. One load done. Rinse and repeat. Probably 20 times. And then we got to do all the grass on the outside too. Dropping our last load of silage in here. If we jump into the pit, we got close to 300 yards. So I think we did pretty good. And our workers done planting. They've been done planting for quite a while. We're going to grab that tractor. We want this tractor. Yep. And we're going to flatten all of that. And then after that's complete, we'll take care of some weeds, which apparently are in 2 fields. And we need to get some lime put down on the grass fields as well as fertilizer. So we got a little bit left to do. Let's get this back into its home, and then we'll squash some grass. You know, some days just don't go the way they're supposed to, and that's what we're learning today. So let's see if we can even do this. If we did a good enough job placing this to be able to compact it without getting stuck. Yeah, I'm sure there's some nice tooling we could buy for this. I thought we were stuck. So we're at 35%. So we're gonna be here a while. And it's 100% done. Let's cover it. Let's cover it. Get the tractor out of the way so no more spills. And yes, we're just gonna say we don't want this grass because I forgot and it's too late. So we're gonna go in here and this is gonna be the end of the rage session. We're gonna go empty. We are gonna keep this though because I think this will become very much in handy in the future. So that will live right there. I do want to get this in the wash bay though. Let's go ahead and do that. I want to get in a good habit of using it. Oh, that's a cool collision there. Switch back to your steering wheel, goofball. All right, let's give this a shot. We haven't used this yet. Oh yeah, nice setup. Water just drains into the ground through those grates right there. This nice and clean. Spray the tires down. Very good. Put that back and you're ready for your next job. And we need some herbicide delivered. And we're gonna go out to this field first. And it's grown pretty well. Gosh, I really thought we did spray this. We'll go ahead and get it turned on here. And we can see the weeds pretty well, so we'll get those all taken care of in this field. And let's see what the speed override recommends on this one. Oop, 12 miles an hour. Let's get the cruise control all configured there and get it all set in. And away we go. Okay, that makes no sense. Why would you tip that direction if there's weight in the back? I guess the crankiness isn't over. Okay, well, this tractor's not going to work on that. You know, I probably shouldn't post this episode and just redo it, but I'm a glutton for punishment, and we're going to do it. I like to show realism. This is about as cranky as I'm going to get. I edited a lot out. Well, I was going to put lime down, and then I started driving around this field area and decided we're not going to do lime. We're going to cultivate this up and we are going to plant a crop that will actually help the farm when it comes to our chickens. So we're done with silage, and it was a short-lived experiment, but it served its purpose. And after that next pit is sold, we'll definitely have one of those large productions and be tracking towards our goals as they are anyways. So I don't feel too terrible about that decision, and I kind of want to apologize for the attitude in this episode, but it's part of it. And if I was completely role-playing, I could have just role-played it as a bad day, and I think that's probably what I should have done, and lessons learned. As a content creator, we're trying to get better at all times, and this is one of them where I think I fell short, but I've kind of said as I started this channel that the entire process is going to be shown to you guys, and I don't like editing out things just because I make mistakes that cause me to get cranky, be a little irritable. And there's been a couple of these speeches in some episodes in the past, and we just got to slow down. Like, I tried on this episode to shut off the recording and do some research on why the mods weren't working the way they're supposed to, tried to fix some of them, tried to find different mods that would work in the spirit of old school. And I think I've kind of lost track of the old school spirit too by trying to rush some progression, and we're gonna get back to the basics here. We're trying to be a king of chickens. Silage isn't gonna get us there. It would get us financially, it would help us, but we're not learning what we need to learn about the crops that are gonna feed our chickens and the way to reproduce the chickens correctly and when to send them off to the slaughterhouse and when to keep them and let them produce eggs for us for extra money. All of those things. So one of the other things we do want to kind of keep in mind is I want to eventually find another purpose for some of these crops if we have excess. So eventually we might do flour, since these are all crops that basically can turn into flour. And you know, there's a lot in the future of this farm that we want to get to, and silage isn't really it. It's not my favorite thing to do in the game. It's a great way to make money. After that, it's a lot more repetitive than the rest of the farming chores, in my opinion. You don't have to really do anything with the field besides treat it with lime and fertilization and then cut it. And it's too repetitive for me personally. There's a place for it, but let me know what you think. Am I being too cranky? Probably. We're gonna live with it though. Well, while Brandon and Bobby are helping me with some chores around here, you know, we got Bobby doing the cultivating here and Brandon's over there helping spray some weeds. Our first fence has been put in and we're out of lumber. So this is where it's gotten us. We got this first back part of our property fenced out and it's looking pretty good, but we're gonna need to cut down some more trees and get some more planks or whatever we're gonna call these. What are these called? They're just, they're like 4x4s. We're just getting some 4x4s created out of the logs, and yeah, we're gonna keep doing that. So it's looking pretty good. And I'm just gonna drive this truck around for a little bit and help me feel a little bit better about myself, because this truck is gorgeous. Oh, what an attitude today. Jeez. Let's check on the chickens. Let's see how they're doing. So honestly, a little disappointed with this coop. It should be producing more than that, but it's pretty good. 96% health. Why? Why in the world would their health not be 100? I don't know why that's saying that. Selling. These ones are 0. Oh, they're babies. Okay, so they're earning their health, so they added up. Okay. So yeah, we're at a good amount in here now. Oh yeah. And these ones, they're about that age to go to the happy place. Not too bad. We're gonna finish our chores. It looks like one of them just got done. We're gonna get over to the other field and spray some weeds. But I'm gonna see you in April. We'll get all this done. We'll sell some silage, and we'll be in a better mood for next episode.